It's just too bad.
The Alan Cox Show.
Something like this comes along and
It's never too late to ruin your day.
totally ruins it all.
100.7 WMMS.
Guardians game in Detroit rained out for tonight. They were set to play a little bit after 6:30 against the Tigers. That is not going to happen. So, Cavaliers will play tomorrow night, though. They lost that first playoff game against the Knicks. They will play here. Is it here at home? They will play here at home.
Here home tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, 7:30 on your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
Got those Knicks right where we want them.
100.7 WMMS.
Now they're going to be all cocky, and then, bam, we let them know.
Let them know. Hashtag let them know.
M-M-E-M.
I don't know who that is, but let them know that when the Knicks return tomorrow night to play your Cavaliers, they will not be facing the same Cavalier team. They will be facing, sure, a beaten team, but a hungry, young, ready for revenge type of team. That sounds good, right? Knicks Cavs tomorrow night, 7:30 here at home on WMMS. Boy, by the way, give it up for those Cleveland Monsters. You know, we give away tickets all the time. I was down here yesterday to catch up on some work before the week of shows started again, and the traffic was bananas.
It was their final home game of the season.
It must have been something along those lines. But congratulations to them. You know, I want to give them their due respect. You know, a lot of people, I think, consider the Cleveland Monsters to kind of be like the Lake Erie Crushers of hockey or something, right? They get a lot of people down here, boy.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people down here.
I love going to Monsters games. I actually didn't make it to one this year. I've just been so busy, but they are so much fun.
Also, if you are a hockey fan, it has come as a shock to the people of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that the Penguins are not in the postseason. For the first time in 17 years.
Wow.
The Penguins,
what a run.
My former employers, it has been 17 years since the Penguins have missed the playoffs. The longest postseason streak of the four major sports leagues. Penguins got knocked out by a couple awful teams. My Blackhawks, which I think are tied with the Blue Jackets for the worst team in hockey this season. My Blackhawks really crapped the bed. And if you're a Blue Jackets fan, you know what they did. But after the Islanders clinched the East, Pens were out. And they had a remarkable postseason run. But it has been broken. So there are people who are, they've never known in their lives the Penguins to not be in the postseason. But for Chicago Blackhawks fans like me, just a terrible, terrible season. Just no good... nothing fun about it all season long. Cleveland Browns here at home are planning on making a statement as to what they're going to do with Browns Stadium. You know, they're dropping First Energy name.
That was like immediate. That's gone.
That's gone. I think First Energy, you know, I love when they have to put out a press release about, well, you know, everything evolves and we have to evolve too. And it's, you know, they got so much stink on them right now. That they're like, yeah, we got to get you out. I think they had like 7 years left on their naming rights deal for Brown Stadium or something. So now they have to figure the sign's down, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think they took it down that day.
That day.
We're done with
I
this.
love it. Because of the big bribery scandal over there at First Energy. They're like, we can't have this plastered all over. We got enough problems with just the team. We don't need more bad press. So the Browns of the city of Cleveland, they say, are going to make major announcements next week regarding the future of the stadium. Now they say, because Jimmy Haslam says he'd like to rebuild the stadium at its current location, which would require the Browns to play in another city for multiple seasons.
Oh, boy.
Most likely Columbus, because Jimmy Haslam owns that Crew Stadium. So they're like, it could begin as early as 2026, and it would require the Browns to play in another city for many seasons. Might I suggest Baltimore, Maryland?
Ooh, that's going to be a no from most people. Why not Canton at the Football Hall of Fame?
Because Jimmy Haslam doesn't own that. He owns Columbus
That's a good
Crew.
point.
You know?
Does he own the Crew? Or
Yes.
Okay. I
He
didn't know
owns
that.
Columbus Crew, yes.
Sheesh. And the Bucks now.
Part of the Milwaukee Bucks, yes.
Guys, I think that guy's rich.
Jimmy Haslam
I think he's
seems
rich.
to have a couple of dollars in his pocket. Said Cleveland would benefit tremendously from the development of the entire waterfront, and rather than put the stadium somewhere else, they would like to redo it, and that it would look nothing like it does now. Although they say that they don't think that a roof is part of the upgrades. I don't understand spending
They gotta put a roof
Why
on
are
it.
you going to
So
spend $1
cold.
billion on a new stadium and not do that?
And
Like,
it just
that's the
makes
one
so
thi-
much sense to.
That's the one thing everybody says, hey, a new stadium should have a roof.
And when people are like, but it gives the Browns an advantage when the weather's cold. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
These guys
They're
don't play.
still cold.
They hate it.
Their muscles
would-
still hurt.
They would like to play
An
in
advantage.
They're not polar
warm
bears.
weather. Yes, because and most of these guys didn't grow up playing in Cleveland or playing in cold weather.
They're from Texas or
Yeah,
California
so-
or Florida. Yeah.
Don't make them play in that. Make them build a dome and let people, and then
That's a
you
cool
have so
thing
many
to
more,
do.
So
Imagine
many more acts
going-
to come through here too.
Imagine going to a Browns game in your shorts.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I know. That was a bad
the la-
example.
The last time I went, at my first Browns game. Well, actually, no, it wasn't even the Browns. It was at First Energy watching the OSU hockey players play. And I went there. I'm like, it's freezing. And these people are in shorts and flip-flops. They was cute. They was bulging out. But still, I'm like, I cannot believe y'all white people out here in shorts.
In all likelihood, the new stadium will not have a dome, someone says, but it'll be a substantial remodel of the existing facility. Who cares? What, you going to put more suites in there? Put a roof on it. For once,
Nap
since
pods.
you're going to go hat in hand to the taxpayers of Cleveland one more time, hey, could you help us build? Why don't you spend it? Why are we kicking over one thin gilder for this kind of stuff? So silly. Hey, Jesse.
Alan.
She's shocked to talk to me. As you
I
should
was,
be. Hello,
actually.
Jesse.
I'm sitting in the parking lot thinking my daughter's bus is going to show up and I have to hang up.
Well, hopefully that won't be the case.
Just leave.
No, we're
Yeah, just take
we're
her
good.
off.
Make her walk home. These kids are too soft.
Yeah. Your house doesn't have a dome, does it?
Oh no, I pick her up somewhere else, not at
All
home.
right.
I would be all for a dome. We're going to spend the money. Can you give us a dome?
Yeah, I'm with you. What's up?
So I was listening, and it was about the Easter bunny.
Yeah.
That is petrifying to children.
Yeah, dude. She was really scared, like uncomfortable.
So scary. I don't have a picture from my early childhood from 70s to 80s that aren't me crying on the Easter bunny's lap.
Really?
It's
So this
just
is
not
like
funny.
I know it's so common it's practically cliche, but it never bothered us when we were kids. I don't think it bothered any of my kids. Like they were just kind of nonplussed by the whole thing. They're like, whatever, I guess. But you're right. Some kids go bananas.
Right. As a child, all of my pictures are of me crying, and everybody thinks it's funny.
Now,
Well,
what
it is.
was it the same? I assume it was probably different than like Santa, because
no.
that's a
So
man.
I have a 21-year-old son, and I have a 7-year-old daughter. The 21-year-old son would cry and was like, I just don't want to sit on Santa's lap.
Because he's
And I-
21.
one
You
time-
got to stop doing that to him, man.
Yeah,
When-
come
when
on,
he
it's
was a
time to
kid.
grow up.
When he was a kid. And then when we approach Santa for the first time when she was little, I was like, I'm not doing this to her. She was scared, so we didn't even go up. She was scared enough, and I was like, this isn't funny. This is for me. It's not for her. I don't need a picture of my kid sitting on some random old man's lap.
Yeah,
It's not a random old man.
It's not
It
a
is
random old
Santa
man.
Claus.
If it was Dick from Dayton
I mean-
sitting there, you'd have a point. But
to her, it's a random old man's lap.
Yeah.
Well, then you're not teaching her the legend of Santa very well. That's on you.
The legend of Santa.
Here's what they should do. Put something scarier on the other side of the room so that the kids have to make a choice. Do you want to sit on Santa's lap or do you want to sit on
Krampus?
the Krampus.
The Krampus, of course. Yeah, Krampus.
The thing from Stranger Things. Put
the Demogorgon
in there.
Demogorgon.
Which one do you want, kid? You got to make your choice. It's either Santa or Demogorgon.
Yeah.
You get a crying picture or a happy picture.
It's worth the crying picture because it's good memories. Like they don't like it in the moment, but
for
man,
you, not for them. I feel like it's so. Oh no.
Yeah, but then when they grow up, you show it to and be like, hey, here's. What an idiot. You were scared of Santa.
How stupid you are.
What an idiot.
How dumb you were as a kid.
You believed in / were scared of.
Yeah.
All right. Go get your kid, Jesse.
Hey, look,
Thank you.
I am so glad to talk to all of you. Thank you. Love you guys.
All right. Love you now. There's Jesse.
I think she's out in Youngstown, right?
Who?
knows?
Ravenna.
Oh,
Ravenna. Okay.
That's not far from Youngstown, where I'll be this weekend.
Oh, boy.
God,
Yeah,
here
Bill
we
brought
go,
a shoehorn
right
for
all
a
the way.
stay back.
35.
Yeah, well,
All right, listen. I've got to give you some money. Yes, you, listener. It's $1,000 from the Buzzard bookie. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
All right, Mary Lynn, he got one in. You get one in.
Oh, my special came out on YouTube over the weekend. It came out. It's called Nothing Matters. So if you want to check that out, I'd be very, very happy. It's doing well. It's already got 26,000 views.
Well,
Good
then what do you
job.
need those other people for?
Because it needs more than that.
Oh.
Duh, Alan.
All right.
Yeah, I was nervous because we talked about how it opened with one of our South Jersey bureau chiefs, not Bill from South Jersey. I think it's a different Bill. I can't remember the guy's name, John or Jim, someone from South Jersey.
Bills?
I know, right? He heckles me 19 seconds in. And so I was like a little bit nervous because it threw me and then I kind of went off the rails the rest of the set. So it's like a mix of crowd work and prepared material. But
it wasn't Bill from South Jersey.
not the big giant, like 6'4"
Steve?
Steve. I think that's who it was. Is Steve bald?
Maybe.
I think it was Steve from South Jersey. But he heckles me 19 seconds into my set. And I was nervous at how it would be received, but everyone's commenting on it and being like, this is one of the best specials I've seen. They're probably just being nice. A lot of people saying great crowd work.
You know, that's okay if they're just being nice.
And that's okay with me, yeah.
You don't care if they like it. You want them to watch it.
I just want you to watch it, yes.
Right.
And a lot of people already have, which is fantastic. And like I said, there's a lot of really positive comments on there. And I was just kind of waiting for it to blow up. But then there was this one comment from someone. I'm going to read this to you. You guys tell me if this is a compliment or not.
This is on YouTube.
This is on YouTube. You just type into YouTube, Mary Santora, Nothing Matters.
YouTube, historically, a place replete with
Positivity.
compliments. With positivity,
Yes.
with compliments.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
It says, I did watch this full comedy special.
How long is it?
This comment?
No. Sorry, the special.
42 minutes.
Oh.
Nice and quick, real tight.
It's a day's pay. Yeah.
No big deal. I did watch this full comedy special. I have seen Mary in person because she is from Cleveland. I really wish she did her real sketch. First of all,
What does that mean?
I don't know. I think they mean maybe not crowd work and just did jokes because then it says
How much crowd work is in it?
of the 42 minutes, probably 15 minutes. Not even that much. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. So a third of it. And then it says, please stop touching your shirt. You did it so many times. I know it might be a pet peeve. Also, I really wish you did some dead dad jokes. There's a question mark at the end of that one. And also, why wouldn't you do a comedy special in your hometown? Overall, it was thumbs up.
There's no dead stuff in it.
Not in this one because like I said, I got a little thrown off. And there were a few points in the special where I kind of veered off into the crowd and then didn't have time to do everything.
You were going to do it, though.
I was going to do it. I didn't
see.
have time to do everything I had originally planned on doing, which is why I called the special Nothing Matters.
And you had to do this in one show.
One go. We had just start to finish, one run of it. Good luck type
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah, so I have some people giving backhanded compliments, telling me to stop touching my shirt. I wore jeans that are ripped with fishnet leggings underneath. And several confused internet men commented, "Why would you show your leg tattoos?" Or "Get some new jeans. I don't want to see your leg tattoos." And I'm like, you think my legs are fully covered?
I mean, you're used to that's all stuff that has nothing to do with the special. I mean,
right.
That's just engagement, baby.
Yeah. Bring it in.
Who cares?
Right.
But yeah, it's overall really well received. I told myself if the special got 100,000 views, I would be like over the top thrilled. And the fact that it already has 26,000 in a week is like pretty incredible. So yeah, we're posting on.
Wait, you had to tell yourself that if you got 100,000 views, you'd be happy?
I'd be like, holy crap, this is unbelievable.
Well, right. That's 100,000 views.
Yeah, no,
right.
that was like my pipe dream goal. And we're already a quarter of the way there.
Right.
Which is really, really cool. So thank you to everybody who has already watched it.
How much time did you give yourself to get 100,000 views?
Overall. Just total.
Overall.
If it hits 100,000 views, I'll lose my mind.
And then what do you get from that?
Pride?
Oh, you don't get anything for it.
No. Not like monetarily or anything like that.
Oh, well then you're already in good shape.
Yes, because the recording company has to remake their losses back before I ever see a dime from it. So until
now, how many do they have to get that?
For me to make money off this special, it would have to get to like 500,000 views.
Oh, so okay.
Yes, exactly.
So you probably won't make any money on this.
Probably not.
Gotcha.
No. So I actually
But you did make money off like.
I sold the
Up
audio.
front. Yeah, up
yes,
front.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
CD audio.
you
I
get
made money
money.
off of
Yes.
that.
No,
yes.
I understand that. You get the money's up front.
But the special, yes, I was paid to perform.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the special itself on YouTube, unless it performs crazy, like 500,000 plus million, no one's seeing it. I'm not seeing a dime from it.
Well, there's also a new thing that you can do on YouTube. I don't know if they're going to do this for you guys, but you can, and this is just all these companies' way of not having to pay us directly, but you can give like a super thanks. So if they buy a super thanks, does that go to you?
I've never even heard
What is
of
a
that.
super thanks?
That's what it's where you can basically tip someone for their video.
I've had two
So
different people sent me money on Venmo. They were like, "Hey, loved your
Is that for
special."
free?
Yeah, that's a good way to do
for
it.
the special. So that was cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's ways to, tip for that. So like with my special being on my channel, if they give me a super thanks, I'll get, say it's $2, I'll get like $1.70, and then 30% goes to YouTube.
Yeah,
Boy,
I don't know.
tipping culture is getting out of hand.
I
You gotta
know,
tip
right?
everybody nowadays.
Oh my God.
We put these specials on for
How
free.
dare you.
So you can
Yeah.
watch it for free. So if you throw us a few bucks for it, that's pretty cool of you.
But yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, please do. If you have checked it out, thank you so much.
But I would ask them about the super thanks.
Yeah. I know they're making money off the ads on it. So I don't know. I don't think I see any of that, but we'll see.
I mean, it's still like it
Nothing.
takes a lot.
Yeah. Well, and that's what they were saying. They were like, listen, nobody's making money off this unless we get like 1 million views.
Well, that's so the reason I bring up the super thanks.
And then we'll give you $10.
Essentially,
because-
yes.
this is how a lot of comics are releasing their specials now. And I was watching Big J Okerson's, and in the description, he's like, I don't want to do this, but I was told by my friend that I got to bring this up. If you enjoyed the special because I went out of pocket, please, throw me a couple bucks on the super thanks to try and recoup some of the money. So and I was like, oh yeah, that's a really cool, because I never even think about that. Most people don't think about that when they're watching YouTube because it's free. But if you're watching somebody's comedy special on YouTube, especially if they, went out of pocket for it, or just go to Mary's regular YouTube channel or Venmo her, throw a few bucks because you got to watch it for free.
Yeah. It's pretty
What's
cool.
your Venmo?
Mary Santora.
It's like a pay what you want Panera.
Yeah.
They all closed down.
I was like,
Nobody
do those
wanted to pay.
exist?
Yeah, exactly.
They did for about 1.5 years. And they were like, oh, we can't do this anymore. I'm going to break here. If you want to send a text, 35192. I'll get incarceration passes for you a little bit later on. If you were a Pink Floyd fan, something called the Gilmore Project is coming through, kind of a super group that they're doing for Pink Floyd. So we'll handle those later on.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.